Hi, this is Lee Thurburn, and I'd like to give you a quick demonstration overview tour of the Apricot Rocket CRM marketing automation system. The easiest way for us to do this is for you to, when you log into your account, go to Apricot Rocket, click on the CRM login link, which will take you to the page crm.apricotrocket.com. Here you can enter, once you have an account, you can enter your email address and password and it will log you into the main dashboard. On the main dashboard, there's a couple of things to orient yourself towards. The blue bar up at the top has a button that says Home. Wherever you are, you can click there and get back to the screen. There is a search by name and search comments field, which is a global search within the system. So if I want to search for somebody, say myself, I can type in my name and then I click search, and immediately a list results or a results list is displayed with records that have my name and information associated with it. If you don't need a particular person, but you want to see everybody in the database, click the search without a name or comments, and the results list will display with, down at the bottom, a count. I have 4,187 records in the system, so this is all of the records that I have in the system. If I click the Home button, we go back to the Home. If you want to send a message to your entire database, you can click Send to Entire Database. It will give you a little warning that you've selected all emails at once, which will take some time. You click OK, and then you can go to the page, which is sendallatonce.php. You can just go to the page where you can either select a default template or a template that you've customized, or you can create an email on the fly. And then when you're ready, of course, there's a lot of variables that you can insert into the outbound email, but you would click Send Email, or you send a test email to yourself so that you can see what's going, what the email would look like. Of course, I don't want to send a message, so I'm going to click back on Home. And underneath this top bar, actually over the right, let's click on Lee, which shows your name. And here you can view or upgrade plans, view payments, and edit account details. If I click on View Upgrade Plan, you'll see that there's a variety of different options, plan options, so that you can select the plan option that's appropriate for you. And if you ever decide that you would like to upgrade, let's say you have a database with up to 700 records, you would click on this link and then you would just input your credit card information. This is, of course, secure, so you would set up a monthly payment process that would charge your card the appropriate amount. I'm going to click back on the Home button. We have a blue alert box here, which you can make go away by clicking on the Disappear X. But this tells you what plan level you have, how many records you currently have, and that way you have a sort of a constant reminder when you log in if you're getting close to running out of storage space. I'm going to go ahead and close that. So there's a management dashboard bar, blue bar, and underneath it there are some tabs. The primary tab is Account Info, and if we just go through each of the buttons very briefly, we have a profile page that has information that you control that can be put on your profile page. One of the first things that you should do when you log in for the first time is to click on your Account Info page. Here you will see your password. Of course, I've removed mine because I don't want to show it to everybody, but here you'll see your password displayed. You can change it at any time, and all of your other account information that you can just simply put in, and this will be available to the system. If you decide that you want to upgrade, you'll need to fill in your billing information, and this is done in a couple of different ways. You can edit most of your billing information here. We do not store the credit card information on our system. That is always stored on a third-party credit card processor system that is PCI compliant. But you also can see your upgrade level, when you last upgraded, when your next payment is due, and just a variety of other information. So I'm going to go ahead and click back on the Home button. If you click on File Storage, you have the option to upload files to your account, and you can always click on URL to get the address of the file that you can share with other people. So there's a file storage system associated with the master account. Click back on Home. You can search edit records. So if I click the search edit records, I have the complete search tool available to me. Up above is a quick search, but down here you can go in and you can do a variety of more detailed searches. I'm going to click back on the Home. You can also create and edit email campaigns. So if you want to create an email campaign, you would come here and go through the process. Just click the Add New Email Campaign button, and I think you'll find it very easy. I do have a video later that goes into detail on how to create email campaigns. You can view emails that are scheduled for future delivery. Currently, there are none scheduled for future delivery. And you can view reminder notices that are set up. Currently, there are no reminder notices. If you click on the Business Info tab, here you can create a profile of your business on our system. This allows us to know more about what kind of business that you're in, and this information shows up on your profile page. Click back on Home, click on Business Info. What my business sells. This is a place where you can load as much information as you'd like about the products or services that your business sells. What my business buys. We also have the ability for you to tell us what it is that you purchase, so we can help match you to others that are interested in doing business with you. And then we have the search. You can search our system for customers as well as suppliers. I do recommend that you come to the Business Info tab and go to your social media connections. Here we have a variety of standard social media connections that you can insert, and these will actually, if you have a link to your Twitter or Facebook or Pinterest pages and that sort of thing, when you send a mass marketing email out or any email through the system, it will automatically insert your social media icons in those emails so that people can see the rest of your social media sphere. You also will want to go to the business email standard information. Anytime that you do bulk email marketing, you do need to have some standard information displayed at the bottom of the email, and this is where we allow you to edit and manage that information. Click back on Home, and now we'll go to the CRM database tab. Under the CRM database tab, we also have the same search edit records button that we did on the main page. You can add records directly to your database by clicking the Add Record. And this is a very simple process of you filling in the information and selecting the categories that apply to the record. These categories, I'll show you where you can set those up later, but basically just fill in your database records and click the Add Member. Click back on Home, go to CRM Database, go back to Import Records. We do have a tool that allows you to upload data from spreadsheets into the system. Now, we do check and see whether or not the number of records that you've uploaded are going to exceed the service level that you have in place. And if they do exceed the service level that you have in place, let's say that you're at the service level of 400 records and you upload 1,000, well, you'll only have access to 400 of those records until you upgrade to an account level that allows you to see all 1,000 records. Go back to Database, edit database classifications. So we have three primary classifications. We call them Class A, Class B, and Class C. And we allow you to give them names so that they're more intuitive to you. And then under each class, you can set up as many different types of selections as you want. So, this is just a way for you to quickly organize the information that's in your database and classify people according to a variety of different classification criteria and schema. You can always export your entire database either by clicking Export your CRM database And there's also comments that are associated with the database. There's two separate file systems, so you can export your database records and the data that's in them, and then you have to export, if you have comments, you have to export the comments separately, and they're matched by a record number. You can always click over here and view your email statistics, and the system collects a lot of statistics. First of all, you can see what the email looks like that you sent out. You can see what date it was sent, how many were sent, how many were delivered, how many were opened and clicked and bounces, unsubscribes, and spam reports. So all of the standard email information is visible there, as you would expect with any sophisticated system. You can edit scheduled reminder notices if any are set up. You can edit or add email templates. This is a nice little system where you can come in and you can see all of the default templates that are available for you to select from. And by clicking on this little plus minus open, this is an accordion section, and then you can see your custom templates. So you can either create a custom template from scratch, or you can use a default template and edit it and then save it as a custom template so that it is available to you to use as something to send out or as something to add into an email campaign. You can customize your register process. You can create and manage logic gates. You can create and manage custom forms. And you can also see the currently active email campaigns as well. Now, if we do a search of the system and we look for somebody that's maybe all the people that are in a group, and I have a group called test email group. So I'm going to look for everybody in the test email group, and the system comes back and I've got this group of 3 different accounts that I own with different services, email services, so that I can check and see how the emails look. And so if I wanted to send an email to everybody in this group, I could, but I also can click on the image, or not the image, but the name of the person, and I go directly to their CRM database record. Here I can make changes to the classifications that they're in and edit the record, but I can also do a variety of things on a tab. I can view comments, so if I click here I can see comments. There are no comments, so if I click add comment, I can type a comment, and then I click save new comments, and now there is a comment added to the system, which if I don't really want it, I can click delete and it goes away. I can look at a history of all emails that have been sent to this person, and of course I can click and I can actually look and see what the email looks like that was sent. And then I can also see how many opens and clicks and print were related to that email. I can print the email, forward the email, or delete the email from this history of emails. I can look at attached files, and so if I want to attach a file, I can attach a file, or I can do a search. If there's a lot of files, you can do a search. You can give each file a name and a description, and then you can search the description or the file name. You can set up a reminder notice for each person in your database, so if you wanted to remind them to do something in the future, or if you wanted to remind yourself relative to that person to do something, you could. You can see a list of all email campaigns that this person is currently part of, and you can see any comments that this person has entered into the system by way of a custom form that they would have filled out. Now, if I click back on Home and I go to CRM Database, and I click on Create and Manage Custom Forms, we have the ability for you to create custom forms, and it's a pretty straightforward process. You just give forms names and start setting up colors, and there's links that you can add and text before and after. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this short code right here for this form. So I'm going to click and copy the short code. Then I'm going to go to Apricot Rocket, which is our primary website. And I've already been logged into this website, so I'm going to click on Apricot Rocket, and I'm going to go into Manage Pages. So I'm going to go to All Pages, and then I have a page I've set up specifically to show you how easy it is to put a form on a page. So here's a blank page, and the WordPress system has now come up, and I'm going to go ahead and just paste this short code right there on this page, and I want to update the page. And now I'm going to go view the page. And you can see, as soon as the page loads here, you can see that we have a form that has been added to the page. And this is the Welcome to Apricot Rocket form. So it's really easy for you to add forms to pages. There's a lot of customization that you can do. And we will have separate videos that'll go into greater detail, but I wanted to just show you how easy it is for you to add a form to a page. And then when somebody fills this information out, it goes directly into your database and they become part of your permanent record. So that's a quick overview of the Apricot Rocket system. I hope it helps give you an orientation and that you find it useful.